Go.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hello, everybody in Cowlitz and beyond. Actually, I am the L. He is the B, and I'm in L, and he's in K. Right? I'm in
Oh
Longview, which is
yeah.
the planned city for Mr. R.A. Long. He is the one and only gentleman who built the city in Wagwheel, and Kelso was built by somebody else. I'm not quite certain who. Who started Kelso?
Hardworking individuals teaming up together and making it happen. Not
And they had
one.
bagpipes, I do believe.
We weren't doing what one man told us to do. We're doing what we wanted to do. But we like Longview. They're good people.
That's good. That is good. Do you recognize my shirt, Brian?
Yeah, I love it. Did you order that?
I did order that. Now I'll tell you
Nice
what, I
move.
ordered this thing and it didn't come the way I wanted it to, theoretically. And ladies and gentlemen, it says seek discomfort. Seek discomfort is very important in life because you can't sit back on your haunches and relax too much. And it happens to the best of us. But I'm telling you right now, seeking discomfort is a wonderful thing. And
Well, I had friends back in high school that seemed to be their motto in dating. They would find a woman they couldn't stand, a gal.
right,
Seek
yeah, right.
discomfort. It's like, geez, why'd you get into that? I don't know.
Yeah,
I
no,
wasn't.
I
Yeah.
understand that. That's a common theme, I think, for a lot of people, actually.
I think some people date
But yeah, when
to
it comes to
punish
people,
themselves.
when it comes to people, I don't believe in that as far as seeking discomfort.
No, no, I was just
Although,
joking.
although I do believe that I do will reach out to people who are kind of a tough nut to crack. And I hate to say that term, and I'm trying to be vulgar at all, but the fact is that people who are strong individuals, they could be wonderful or they could be not, but um, if they're a difficult person, a lot of times they're at my level. I think of like intelligence or of kind of a you know. I guess I do seek discomfort on certain things, even in people. I guess right
Well, a lot of
because
friends, I've had friends since high school and even now that they seem to be seeking discomfort in their dating and mating rituals. They'll get a woman that doesn't like the one thing they love.
right,
Never
yeah,
like,
yeah,
yeah. It's like,
yeah. I
wow.
know. I don't seek discomfort. I don't seek to be discomfortable in a person, but I seek discomfort in life. Apparently, I try to, and I feel like I'm not doing it enough the last few years. So I'm gonna go
Yeah.
follow this theory. It's the yes theory, by the way. So we figured that we checked them out a while back, and the yes
Yeah.
theory is their whole motto is seek discomfort, and
Yeah,
I
I've
understand
done
why.
that.
Because
I've done that the whole pandemic. Like with the writing, I didn't want to write the book. I gave up. I said, I don't want anything to do with writing anymore. And then I said, but I got to write every day, even 1 minute. And some days I
yeah, you're
wrote 30
eating your
seconds.
frogs every day, man.
Yeah.
Eating
So
your frogs.
it's almost done now because I didn't give up. And it was
Yeah, no, for
it's
sure.
uncomfortable every time I write it. You get stressed and nervous.
But yeah, but you do it, you make it happen, and I don't do that. I seek discomfort, but I feel like I seeked enough for a while, and I'm now on my now I'm sitting on
Yeah.
my laurels, and I'm trying to find it by demanding it of myself. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I was
Like
trying.
today, actually finding myself in a new place. I'm in the red room. The reason why I use the red room today is because today is a red letter day, Brian. Do you know that?
Oh,
Today is a red letter day because my daughter is coming back from college for her first year of being there, from her first year, and it's a great day.
what
She's
time
leaving
she
Idaho
coming?
right now.
When will she be coming back? What time?
Uh, 4 or 5 o'clock today,
Oh,
probably.
nice. That'll be
Yeah.
good.
So speaking of which, I'm probably gonna do some barbecue at my house later on tonight, around five
Okay.
o'clock. If you want to come over,
It's very
um,
possible.
it won't be a whole bunch of us, obviously, because it's a
Yeah.
pandemic thing. But
Oh, that's good. I don't like large groups
I
anyway.
think it'll be Angie and shit Teresa probably, and
Yeah.
that's it. My
Who
ex-wife has
knows?
to work, and my son has to work, and so it's just
Yeah.
going to be a comfortable little gathering to
Yeah.
come to welcome her home.
I'll probably not make it tonight and let you guys get acclimated.
Yeah, no, it's okay.
Oh, I was
Whatever-
thinking too, we are talking about discomfort, and then I sometimes have to remind myself stuff I used to do, you know. So I went back, found some old emails where I secured a big time agent, got some projects pitched and all that. And then when it fell apart, because I said I didn't want to work with the other guy, as I reviewed it, I realized at that point, if I had just said, "Hey, I'm going to do some pitches to you just as me," but we'd come in as a partnership and broke up during the process. So I went back through the emails. It was pretty cool
Yeah, good.
to see how the quick relationship was built.
Where it dissolved, yeah, a little bit
Well,
there.
no, not so much that. I know why it dissolved, but the very beginning, how I secured the deal,
Oh,
and
how
then
you did
we
it?
had
Yeah.
back and forth of real nice stuff. Hey, and they were calling me Calhoun and not Brian. It was awesome.
Well,
You can do that. Well, the point is, whatever you've done in the past, you can do it again, but you can do it better
yep, this is
without
true.
the mistakes.
This is true. Now as far as it goes, I like to gamble, but I don't gamble anymore because, well, I don't have the money, the funds, and the time, or the ability to go gamble. But what I did do last night, late at night, it's kind of funny, but not didn't want to gamble a lot, mind you, because I've been gamble. I done some other stuff. But do you know who Colin Mockery is?
Sounds familiar. Calling mockery like
Colin Mockery is the tall comedian off of Whose Line Is It Anyway?
oh, okay.
He's just hilarious. Just it's him and Wayne Brady most of the time. Colin Mockery and you know Wayne Brady and another gentleman. I can't
There's
remember.
that other guy that was on the Drew Carey show, though. What's his name?
Drew Carey.
No, the tall guy. I
Yeah,
don't
that's
think
the tall guy.
I thought
That's
Colin Mockery
oh,
was
not
that
Colin Mockery.
pasty guy.
Colin Mockery is the balder one. The super tall
Yeah,
guy is
exactly. Threw me off there. Yeah, the other guy's really good. I don't Mockery's not my favorite, but I like that tall guy, that whatever his name is.
well, either way, Colin Mockery is pretty funny, I think.
Yeah, he's good.
And he's doing a thing right now, which is kind of funny because he must be hurting for money or something or other. But he was like, "Hey, if you want me to sing Happy Birthday to somebody that you love, let me know for a
Oh
couple
yeah.
dollars." And he'll do that. He'll do a speech. He'll do a pep talks. He'll do anything you want. So it's
Yeah.
pretty cool. And you
A
have
lot,
to pay
a
him
lot of them are doing that.
somewhere from $70 to 100 or 600, $700, depending on the whatever it is. Anyways, point is that I
That's
uh I gave him a pitch for us, and
oh,
he's gonna send it back to us sometime. I don't know when. I have no
really?
idea. Yeah, it's kind of fun. It's just it was a pitch for something else. It was actually it's a pitch and just it's just a quick short statement on something else project we have going on. And if he uses it, that's great. If he does it, that's great. If he says no, that's fine too. But just an idea, and it wasn't in regards
Yeah.
to our movies, but it's something else we're doing. So
Yeah. The guy I
uh,
like is Ryan Stiles.
Ryan Stiles,
Yeah,
yeah,
he's 6'4" or something.
yeah. It's like Ryan Stiles, the opposite of Ryan Stiles. They often play off each other all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Ryan Stiles, and then
I'd like to have Ryan Stiles say something like, "Welcome to the LB Hour."
well, actually,
Be
that's
nice
like,
to have something at the opening.
well, we
like
could do that. We could
Yeah,
actually have
music and-
Mockery do that. And I'm sure that
well, Mockery.
right,
Does
yeah,
anybody know who Mockery is?
yeah. I mean,
Give me Ryan Reynolds. We want to have somebody say, "Hi, this is Ryan Reynolds." Have him do it. How much would that cost?
you're not a Mockery fan, obviously. That's funny.
Well, he's
Well,
okay, but would anybody know if you said, "Hello, this is Ryan Reynolds. Welcome to the Pound Hour." Boom, we'd have something good.
well, you find Ryan Reynolds and you can pay for it. We'll get him on there. It'd be great.
All
But
we need is a guy whose name is Ryan Reynolds that can do an impersonation. So,
trust me, but Colin Mockery, when you see him, you know who he is.
yeah, he's got funny faces and stuff. He's good. They're all
Yeah,
three
yeah.
of them are good. Is there four? Oh, Wayne Brady. Geez, that guy's awesome.
Yeah, there's really three, and then Wayne Brady.
Yeah, Wayne Brady's
Colin
incredible.
Mockery, and it's basically the main two is Colin Mockery and Ryan Stiles, and Wayne Brady goes on and off. Usually he's on there for quite a long time, but
Well,
and
he's
then,
his own thing, man. He's a superstar in his own right.
yep, and then Drew Carey. Drew Carey is hit and miss on everything. You know, they have different,
Yeah.
they change him in and out, but either way,
They had
um,
judges or something, it seemed like, or
yeah,
people
he's usually
speaking and
the
stuff.
main judge, which is
Yeah.
fun. That's like one of the best shows on there out on TV. I swear, if you want to laugh,
Yeah, I used to watch that.
yeah. Whose lines it anyway? And they have a European version that
Yeah, I
came
heard about
before
that.
this, and I think Ryan Stiles is on that one too, actually,
Well,
or one of the two. Is Colin Mockery on that one? I'm not quite certain. They
those
came from,
those
but yeah,
improv, geez, that was
sorry.
12 interruptions in a row. The improv shows live. If you could see those, go down there and we'll see some of those live. It's incredible. In the studio audience, even, or just these local LA improv groups are amazing, popping up all the time.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on around here now currently, but I'm up for it. I need to laugh. So
Yeah, Comedy Store, I think, is doing shows again, or they're starting to, and then hopefully by fall they'll all be back in the improv groups because those improv groups just pop out of nowhere with suddenly in a month you can have a new group that you can go watch. It was only like $5 back in the day. I don't know how it is now, maybe 10.
well, what would be cool, Brian, is if you go on there and find that we can watch them on Zoom.
Yeah,
They're just groups. That'd be rad. It should be comedy groups we can watch. That'd be cool. Rad. See my little
yeah.
80s term.
Well, you can even do that too. If you have a little time, just look up stuff because those improv groups, some of them are just like from one neighborhood and it's pretty good. There's one called the LA Connection and of course the Groundlings.
Yeah. I
That's
mean,
a little
but
more expensive. That's going to cost you 20
oh
probably.
yeah, most certainly. But it would still be cool to watch even on Zoom, and if there's anything in Portland, I wonder. I don't know.
Yeah. Oh, a friend of mine, Tom, well, Tom Kramer, he graduated from Comedy Sports, which is an improv school in Portland. And now they have Zoom school.
They do.
Yeah, you could do improv. I think Kelly was talking about it. She was talking about maybe, I think she did some sessions or something. Yeah, you get on there with them. Comedy
Uh,
Sports. It's pretty cool.
wow, that's kind of what I was talking about. Yeah,
Yeah.
I didn't know that was available. That'd be super cool. I'll have to get a hold of Kelly and have her educate me. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's sports, maybe with a Z at the end.
Mm, sports. It's well, either way, that's cool, and we'll check into that in the very near future. Yeah. What did you do last night? You got anything going on?
I just did some work around here and enjoyed the evening. Kind of watched, didn't watch fights, watched some highlights, but a lot of just how-to videos and worked around the house, worked on the garage a little bit.
Nice. Yeah, I had somebody here cleaning the house and out. So
Oh, cool.
just till wee hours of the morning. Although I did get to watch something yesterday, and learn something else out. And if you ever would, hang on, sorry, my gum. I got so much freaking stupid. But folks, if you ever want to watch something really super cool, it's the most visually stunning thing I've ever seen in my life. I went and watched it with my ex-wife for her birthday in Vegas. It's called the O Show, and it's the only O show I've ever given her. But seriously, the O Show is Cirque du Soleil, and that's at the Bellagio. I think the tickets were, when I went to order them, I told her I'd take her to Vegas for her birthday, and then
What year was this?
shoot, well, I'm thinking it was on her 40th birthday, so 6 years ago, 7 years ago,
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
6.5 years ago. So anyways, I took her to Vegas, and then when, might be more than that because my kids are older now. Maybe their 35th birthday. Might be 9 years ago. Either way, took her to Vegas, and then when we got to Vegas, found out the tickets, I couldn't get the tickets because they were literally $450 a piece to
How
go to
much?
$450 a piece. I had to buy them online at eBay. That's the one place you could find them. They were sold out. You could buy them on eBay for $450. I said, honey, I said, I'm sorry, but I can only get you to Vegas. Can't get you in the show. So then quick-witted Lonnie thinks, oh, you know what? You know who was concierge live? So what did I call? I called the concierge of Bellagio.
Oh,
I called over at the Bellagio, and they said, "We're sorry, sir, that all the tickets are sold out, yada yada." But the concierge told me, he goes, "Lonnie, if you want to call back at 9 o'clock in the morning when we open up, I often have cancellations, and you'll be able to buy those tickets for the price that they actually paid for them originally." I mean, they were being sold for way beyond what they were normally. You know what I mean? So as I called them 9 o'clock in the morning, and I got two tickets or $100 a piece or $110 a
wow.
piece. And yeah, but here's the thing: is that these seats were so beyond that I had ever expected. They were ninth row from the front, dead center,
Wow.
and it was so cool. And the show is called the O Show. And I'm telling you now, if you have a premium YouTube channel, I mean not channel, but if you have a premium account, you can watch the whole thing for free right now.
Wow.
It says you probably an O full show.
Yeah, I
Now,
got it. We got that.
yeah, but here's the deal. I personally didn't have it on my account here. So I'm watching it on on my account in my house because it was your account happened to be on my account
Well,
of my
it's not my
TV.
account. It's our account. It's a joint
Our account.
account for LB. So
Yeah, it's
anything
the LBR.
LB related.
The LB hour. So that one in
Yeah.
particular, but that one in particular, I watched it. It was phenomenal. It was just right back where I thought I was 10 years ago. But I went to send it to somebody on my phone, and I have my personal account on that one, and it didn't even come up. It was the weirdest thing in the world. I'm like, what? Why
Hmm.
won't that come up? It wouldn't even register. It was the full show. It was like I could have samples of it and stuff, but apparently by being a premium member, you do get some benefits, and that was one of them. So, but for a visually stunning show and phenomenal, I mean, if you want to put on the big
Yeah.
TV, don't watch it on your phone. You have to watch it on the big
No, I
screen.
just watch it on LB Hour YouTube because it's premium.
Yeah, but I mean on a big screen. Don't watch it on your phone or
Yeah,
anything
that's
like
why
that.
I never watch it on my phone.
Yeah, and it's just super cool. It's just the most visually stunning event I've even been to before in my life. It was
Yeah,
just
I like that Cirque du Soleil.
yeah, it's cool because the floor, it can't explain to you about the floor. You have to literally watch it, and throughout the whole show, the floor will change more times than you can possibly imagine. It's like a person's walking, and then all of a sudden the floor opens up, and then they fall into a giant vat of water or whatever. You know, it's kind of
Wow.
like, yeah, it's just crazy. It's just really,
The
really super well done. So if you get a chance to watch the O show, do that. But yeah, I seek discomfort. Went to Vegas. I found out how I could do it. I got her tickets, and she was pretty happy with me that time. And it was a wonderful show. And then actually won $200 on the crap sale right outside. So that was,
wow.
or no, it was it was three card poker. I won $200 on. So I won that money back real quick. And then that's when I went bought my first $10 bottle of, so this is a while ago. It was my first $10 bottle of water. But
Wow.
I'm at the Bellagio playing, sitting with all these mucky mucks. And I was like, what would you like? I'll take that bottle of water, please. How much is it? It's $10.99 or something like that.
Wow.
And it was the first time I had Fuji water. So Fuji water just came into America at the time.
Oh,
And so we got to figure out what year that is. but but yeah, that's when Fuji water came in, and then we went there and watched that. Had a phenomenal trip, and it was just a good time. That was some fun times with my ex-wife for sure. Yeah,
well,
but
the owner of Cirque du Soleil, I've seen him on Celebrity Poker and then Poker After Dark. He's big Texas Hold'em guy.
really,
Yeah, he's like a billionaire. He's a pretty cool guy.
he's
Works
got
out.
to be. Geez, yeah, he's
Yeah,
got to
that
be.
show. He started that whole idea, man. I remember when it was just getting going. It's wild.
Yeah. Well, it is like the best of the best acrobats in the world. Just
Yeah.
yeah. But I'll tell you what, I've been to about three or four of them now, and I've been to Alegria, the O show, and I don't know, but there's two that I know of that I have not been to, and I really wanted to see. One was Zumanity. Zumanity
Oh,
is all they're all nudity actually. They're all nude. It's crazy, I guess. And then the other one is Love. Love is the Beatles.
Oh yeah, I heard about that. That
Yeah, pretty cool.
did you ever see that movie? It was like Across the Universe or something. Had some good
Yeah, I love it. Yeah, I
covers.
loved it. A lot of people didn't like it because they're just diehard Beatles fans, but I'm a diehard fan of their music and everything. And somebody else, I think they would have enjoyed it myself because
Yeah.
somebody, you know, did it
Well,
differently.
I like hearing people doing their own versions of songs. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, I do as well. Yeah, I highly enjoy that. Yeah, I also I also was looking earlier into watch some history stuff on Genghis Khan. Genghis Khan is one of the people who actually, besides the fact conquering the world, he actually changed our currency. Did you know that?
No.
Yeah, so back in the day, he was basically the first kind of like when they made a currency back in the day, issued the gold coins and the copper coins and stuff with the holes in the center, the little China coins,
Oh
you
yeah.
know. And then people couldn't carry the coins with them, so they started storing all the coins in the banks and vaults and so forth,
Wow.
and became paper currency. Well, then Genghis Khan helped start making different currencies and robbed people. You know, it was like he was one of the smartest people in the world. I swear that man had to be so intelligent. I was always impressed by him on a grand scale. I mean, obviously he was a demon, or not a demon, but he was a warlord. So he killed lots of people and had them killed. But and there's no but about it. That's just bad.
Yeah, he was worse than Hitler. It seems like by
Yeah, he
far.
yeah yeah, but he was better than Hitler as far as doing his job to conquer the world. He did, you know, and which is bad. But
Yeah, he didn't quite make it, but he conquered a lot of it.
yes, he did. Yeah, that's right. The coolest, not coolest. How do I say this? The most interesting fact that I found with Genghis Khan was China built that giant wall around their whole. They built this giant wall, basically knowing that he was coming, and so they said, you know what? Around their kingdom, they said these kingdoms had or they had walls around their kingdoms, and the guy said, "You will never get past our walls." And he said, "Fine." He goes, "I'll tell you what." And he was at the gates at the castle or whatever, and he said, "Hey, you know what?" Uh, the guy said, "You will never get into our cities." Yeah, you know. And Genghis Khan said, "You're right." He goes, "So I don't have to destroy all your stuff. Do me a favor." And he goes, "I will walk away. I will give up if you send me 10,000 cats and 10,000 birds. In exchange, we will
Wow.
leave your village. Yeah." So guess what happened? Do you know
Cats
the
and
story
birds.
on this?
No, I guess cats and birds.
So what he did was the birds. He got 10,000 birds and 10,000 cats. They gave it to him. They gathered him up from all the cities. They gave it to him, and then he tied strings and papers on every one of the birds and the cats, and then lit their tails and feathers on fire. And then they flew back to where did they flew to? They flew to their homes, and they burnt down every freaking house and every. Just crazy. It was crazy.
how did their tails or whatever stay on fire that long and with
I
air?
don't know. But that's
It
the
sounds
they.
like a myth to me.
Well, that was the story. Was he beat them by doing that? He couldn't get over their castle walls and stuff. So he
Hmm.
did that, sent them back into their homes. They just ran home. You know, they ran over the walls and they ran back to where they came from and burnt everything down. So
Hmm.
I'm not sure how
That might
that
be
would
a
have lasted so
myth.
long, but it might be. But I don't. It sounds good to me. It makes sense to me. It's like wow,
Yeah, but physically, how long? How do you? And unless you had some method, that would have taken a long time if you had a method to keep it on fire while it's going fast.
well. Recall the Chinese did make fireworks.
Yeah, but fireworks burn out in less than a minute. I don't know.
It's a
Maybe it's
fuse, yeah.
possible. It's possible. He was a great conqueror, though.
Yeah, that was how he conquered those places. So that was a
Yeah.
good thing there. Yeah, I don't know. I was watching that history stuff, and they also watched some stuff
Oh,
on.
you saw that on a history show?
No, I studied that years and years ago. There was
Ah,
the book on Genghis Khan years ago. But something else brought me up this morning. Talked about his history involvement with the money. I didn't know that. That they said that at that time, countries decided to, like, you know what? It doesn't really much money. It doesn't really matter how much money we have in the vaults, because we're in control of the system, the money system. So we can just keep on making it, making it, making it, and then there's a giant collapse, and that's why they're saying this will happen again now because America's doing the exact same thing. So
Yeah,
I
they
don't know.
say I looked it up. They say he did that with the burning cats, not the birds so much, but the burning cats. That's crazy.
Yeah, but it's a great idea. I mean, you have animals. You if they're in pain, they're gonna run home or run to or they'll run into underneath the little house. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, they should run to water, I would think.
Well, they don't know the difference. I mean, they don't know.
Well, come on, a cat doesn't know that if they're burning, they run to water.
No, but if any animals
It
in
doesn't
pain,
actually the story doesn't really hold water when you think about it. How far was this home they're running back to on fire?
just right over the walls, right over the
Really?
walls. They light
So
on fire. That goes over the.
he set them on fire right outside the walls.
Apparently, the strings or whatever, they light on fire, and then that you put something on the bottom, you put something on the back of it. Let's say a torch or something like that on the
Yeah, he
back of it.
tied torches to him. But
Yeah.
I'm wondering if he brought the cats there, then did all that stuff, set the
Well, he
fire.
probably, yeah, right. But he couldn't get him over the wall. That's his whole thing was
Yeah, so
he
he
couldn't get
probably
over the
brought the
walls.
cats to the wall, but the story sounds a little shady.
Yeah, it might be. I mean,
But
you never know.
he
But
did wild stuff, some bad things and some good things. He was cunning.
the thing was, yeah, he was cunning, and he thought outside the box or
Yeah,
outside the, and that's just like, wow, that's a great way to do it. It's like a virus back in the, nowadays it'd be a virus.
yeah.
So you need
He
to,
was
need to,
vicious too. He was like so driven, it was insane.
yeah. Well, by the way, how does
They
the
all
red
are.
look?
How's what?
How's the red look?
Red looks good.
Like I said, because it's a red letter day, I thought I'd sit back here and give it
Yeah.
a try. See if
I
it
like
actually
it. I like the red.
looks a little comfy. But yeah, no, so it should be. I like history stuff. That was great. I was watching,
Yeah.
uh this other stuff this morning was on ghosts, and I'm not sure where we stand on that or where you stand on that, but
So I'm intrigued.
it's very intriguing. Yeah. No, I mean, I personally have had some pretty damn good stories myself and of ghosts, and so
Yeah.
I've had people tell me some pretty amazing things. And yeah, have you ever seen a ghost, Brian?
I've seen some images like religious figures, a couple of religious figures, and heard a voice from Jesus when I was really young with my sister, and we heard Mary. We've talked to us one time, but we were really young, so I've never had like a scary ghost or anything. But I've seen religious experiences, I guess.
Yeah. Well, that's cool. I mean, that's a same type of thing right there. As far as
Well, little kids are receptive to things. Little kids,
they
will see
really, really
Jesus
are, and not
hear
because they're
Jesus.
not as intelligent. They're receptive. I think little children and older people who are close to death actually are closer to that other side.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, we're also imaginative when you're 3 or 4 or 5 years old and you've been indoctrinated into the church. So you're going to see Jesus and Mary every time. But we really believe we saw it at the same time. So, and heard the voice. So,
yeah,
there's
well,
no way to verify it.
yeah, there's no way to verify anything, really, unless you're there. That's why it's called faith, I guess,
Yeah. But I think a big part of it is they tell you over and over about it when you go to church every week. By the time you're 5, you're imaginative. If you're going to, create a vision or whatever, you're going to see something you know about probably.
Well, yeah, well,
We didn't
most
see like
likely.
a dinosaur or something. We saw what we were taught about.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if anybody. Well, I have heard people seeing dinosaurs, but
But
not
you
like.
hear a lot of people seeing Mary. A lot of Catholics see Mary when they're really young.
Well, I don't know about a lot. I've heard of a
A
few.
good amount. And then they even have things where, oh my gosh, it's Mary's face on a wall, and people go there or
Yeah, yeah, but I mean, not It's not common.
No, but it's probably thousands have seen it.
Sightings of some sort.
People that are alive, thousands of them have seen
Well, they
either a
have the
sighting or a sign.
Fatima, right?
Yeah. Yeah. People have pilgrimages to that.
Hmm.
But some I've talked to people that had or heard of people that had like a cloud formation after a trauma or something, and they'd see Mary in the clouds. I've heard that several times actually.
Well, I used to see Mother Mary every day when I was younger. I mean,
Yeah.
literally, I should walk in the house and say hi. No, that's my mother's name.
Yeah,
Is
that
Mary,
was
obviously.
Paul. Hey Jude. It was about his mother Mary.
There you go. Well,
Yeah, because people thought that song was about Mary, Mother
heroin.
of God, but it was about his mom, Mary
I thought Hey
McCartney.
Jude was about heroin use. Like, hey,
What?
Jude. I thought Hey Jude was about heroin.
Well, we'll be back after this message.
No, I did. I thought
Wow,
that.
I really no, that's nothing to do with it. It's about his son comforting his John Lennon's son. Paul McCartney wrote it for his uh, John Lennon's son Julian. It was called "Hey Jules," and then he changed it to "Hey Jude."
Wow. Yeah. No,
No, no heroin involved.
I never
And
thought
Lucy in
of
the Sky with Diamonds was not about LSD. So,
well,
as
but
far
the
as
Hey
Paul
Jude,
says,
Hey Jude, it says don't, when it gets under your skin and whatever. So people were talking about, shooting up. That's why.
wow, those are idiots. They're called.
Well, I never looked into it. Realized.
I know, but the people that told you that were either uninformed or just, I don't want to use the word stupid, but that, yeah.
What is the? Let's see here. I want to see here. I'm not even certain top of my head. I know.
Yeah,
I love the song.
People thought Hotel California was about Satan. So there you go.
Well, obviously a lot of it's about hell of some sort. Yeah.
No, it's about Hollywood. Don Henley
Hollywood
made
being
it very
hell.
clear. They
It's
drove
very
around
clear.
Hollywood and thought about it. You know how
Well, I guess if
fame
it's
sucks you in and all that. Yeah. People want to turn every song into something it's not. Like Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds. Well, Paul's claiming no, not LSD. It was about John, it was about a drawing that his son did called Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds. Stranglehold is not about weird, sexual things of strangling yourself. It's simply about him using a word. Everybody wants to do that.
Yeah, Hey Jude, don't make it bad. Take a sad song, make it better. So
yeah, that's his.
I think they refer to that
a
as
6-year-old boy who's sad because daddy's not hanging out with him.
Remember to let her into your heart, then you can start to make it better. Yeah. Hey Jude, don't be afraid. You were made to go out and get her. Now that's something different. Well, the minute you let her under your skin, then you begin to make it better. So that's the whole thing. Is that once you let it into your skin,
that's enough for, I hate to say a moron to go there, and you didn't go there. Somebody took you there.
No, yeah, no.
Listen to McCartney talk about it. It's awesome. He'll talk about his song and how he thought of like Eleanor Rigby and all that.
And anytime you feel the pain, Hey Jude, refrain, don't do it.
Yeah.
Don't carry the world on your shoulders. Just get high, basically.
Wow. Okay.
It's funny because that's, I mean, as a kid, when people brought this up,
wow, I just never heard that. That's just mind-boggling.
Watch
McCartney talk about these songs, man, and about working with Lennon. It's pretty cool. Get Back was about relapsing into heroin. We know that.
I have no idea what you're talking about that song. So let it out and let it in.
Actually, Close to You was about the needle and almost doing heroin, but not quite.
So let it out, let it in refers to pulling your blood out and pushing it back in your vein. I don't know.
You're pulling blood out to do your heroin, because I don't know anybody else that's doing that. Don't they? Just
everybody always they pull out and put it in.
Really? So, you're giving me new information. I knew a couple of heroin people.
It's always fun. You
really,
when you do it, put the heroin, you put
stuff.
You put the needle in your arm. You pull a little bit of blood out into the heroin needle, and then you push it back.
Really? So they've advanced since the 60s.
No, they've all done the same. It's the same way.
No, I don't know. I talked to heroin guys. We had them at our school. Guy ex-heroin. They never talked about sucking the blood out. That's
No, it's
wild
just,
stuff.
just a little bit. They mix it with
Really?
the heroin. Yeah. And then it goes,
Wow.
it's
I
that
don't
way,
know that much about heroin.
that way it's
That's
already
bad.
pre-mixed when you put it back in your body. So it's not pure friggin'.
Yeah. Well, they played a tape in junior high of a heroin user withdrawal symptoms. Oh, he was in the or jail. It was terrible. The guy was screaming and crying. Oh
Yeah.
man.
But here's the thing. I can tell you one thing. I've never seen somebody die of an underdose.
Oh yeah. But it was a
No,
really
it's hell.
scared
It's
straight
hell.
moment.
Yeah. But it really is. But I've never seen somebody die from an underdose, and I've seen a fucking dozen of them in my life. I know a dozen people who have died of an overdose of heroin. So it's just like
What does that mean?
I've never seen somebody die from. I've never seen
I know,
somebody
but
die
is
from.
that are you being funny or I
I'm
don't?
being serious. I know a dozen people who have
Well,
died
nobody would ever die from an underdose of anything.
an overdose. I said I've seen people
Well,
a
you
dozen.
said you've never seen him die from an underdose. What is that? I've never heard the concept of an
So yeah, yeah. So alcoholism. People who are alcohol when you go through withdrawals of alcohol, your body can literally break down and shut down and actually have a physical. You can actually have a physical. You
Oh,
can. People die
oh,
of.
so they can die of an under. Well, no shit, you can die from an underdose of heroin by not having
No,
it.
I've never heard of it. I've never heard of it, and
Oh gosh, all
I've
the
had
time
multiple friends
dying
come
from.
off.
You never heard of it? People die from withdrawal symptoms. Yeah, that's not
Not,
having it.
but not withdrawal of heroin I'm aware of. I mean, it sucks. They hate it. It's horrible.
No, it kills them. People have died.
Yeah. I've never heard of that yet. So
Withdrawal from heroin causes convulsions and all kinds of shit. It's terrible. You could die. Oh yeah, you
yeah,
could die.
I mean, no, I know it makes you sick. I know it makes you want to die. It has all kinds of stuff. But I have yet to hear of anybody that I know.
Oh well, I don't
Died
know
of
anybody that
overdose.
died of heroin or anything like that. But yeah, I've heard of
Yeah,
people and read about them. Yeah, people died from not having it.
I've lost.
Withdrawal.
I've probably lost. I mean, 6 friends that I know of from
Wow.
heroin overdose. So,
I have
but
one that he got off heroin and died from methadone.
yeah, that happens too. Yeah. Matter of fact, I think one of the people you probably know that I know, that may have been the cause. We don't know yet, but
Mhm.
yeah. And he actually, I know somebody who died here. Who's somebody's son. We'll say somebody's son here died. That not that long ago, probably from trying methadone again because they're out partying and he had quit heroin. He quit heroin or methadone, but then I was told that they partied that night and somebody had methadone and he used it and that killed him.
Yeah.
So
Now,
apparently methadone and alcohol do not mix.
when
I
you
think,
get a little time sometime, look that stuff up because I looked up a couple things about the blood. There's no reference to them doing the blood trick. That sounds almost satanic.
it does, but yeah, no,
Well, do that for tomorrow. Get me some info on that. Anything that you think
I
I'm
will
full of.
show you. I will give you a personal demonstration
Well,
how
no,
it
like
goes.
anything I'm full of crap on, you got to call me on it. And then
There
I
you
got to
go.
prove it.
Absolutely. Well, yeah,
I mean, it might
uh,
be true, but I think you got somebody telling you some weird stories.
yeah. No, I know. I've seen it where they mix when they just a little bit of blood and it
Really?
clouds that whole
Yeah.
fucking thing.
And you saw it on a video or something, or who
I've watched
told you?
yeah, I've stuff before, and I've watched it. I've watched them do heroin. I've watched them freaking
You've
do that shit.
watched people do heroin in person?
Yeah, I've actually stopped them. I've watched them.
Wow.
I've come that close to beating the hell out of them because of it. And I was like,
Really? And
yeah,
you saw them pull blood out first?
yeah. Where they'll take it out and tap it, and do a little,
Hmm.
yeah. We can ask.
I've seen them tap.
We have
I've
some
seen
we have
somebody.
some very similar friends, and we can ask them.
I don't have any friends that doing heroin. I had one guy
We
that
have some
was.
friends who have been heroin junkies. I'm sure.
Well, I can't.
People are familiar
Yeah,
with it.
one maybe one. But we were friends in junior high. Then another one, but I don't have a lot of people.
No, not a lot of them.
Only one's died of heroin, but he died of methadone because he got off the heroin. So that was like when he was 40. That's crazy.
Yeah, no, that sucks. And he died of methadone.
Yeah.
Well, I just know people like I said.
because you can die from withdrawal too. So that's
Well,
a
that's what I mean. I've yet to seen somebody die of. It's way, of course, it's because
have you seen somebody die from an overdose too? These friends that you have, they're dying.
I know, but I know for a fucking fact, and I've at least personally I have 6 friends that have died from it. I have probably
Yeah,
have
that's crazy. Maybe it's your
12 people I
generation.
know of that have done it. Yeah, it's not
Yeah.
good. We had about 5 6 years ago in Cowlitz County, we had about 7 people die within 2 weeks of heroin.
Yeah.
I think it was because it's either a hot shot or it was just a bad batch of heroin. But I believe the hot shot is often, and I had a friend who was offered one before. And the hot shot is basically like your drug dealer saying, you know, I'm going to kill you now. And, you know, well, he was offered the hot shot. He said, you know, what would you like? And he said, you know, I'll give you
Yeah.
this shot right here, or we can do whatever, you know, kill you.
Yeah.
And he ran he ran for his life, and he's still alive. He was still alive. He died of heroin actually just this last year. Horrible,
Jeez.
horrible. But yeah, it was well, I guess a year and a half ago now, being that this pandemic belonging. But yeah, and yeah, that was he'd quit and stuff, you know. But then
Yeah.
somebody brought him back into the fold apparently, and
It's terrible.
yeah, and then but listen to this bull crap. So he gets off work around like 8 o'clock at night and goes home. But then somebody says, "Hey, let's go party for a little bit." And then they talk him into partying all night long. And sometime throughout that night, he was like a younger brother to me actually one time, and he's a good kid. But they let him use heroin again, and then he died at the drug dealer's place. And what did they do? They picked him up, took him home, put him in his freaking favorite chair, put a Bible next to him, and they thought he had died of natural causes.
Wow.
Freaking horrible. The
Well,
guy's probably
usually heroin dealers are really good people, but that's a weird example. Usually they're kind and they're honest.
obviously
That's
no.
horrible. I know a guy. I think 2 of his kids died from drugs, so that's just terrible.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
Yep.
Now I'm gonna show you. I thought I might be wrong on this one, but let's talk about heroin withdrawal. Most of
Uh-huh.
a lot of them say you can't. Others say you can, and it's usually linked to seizures.
Yeah.
Look
Well,
at this: restlessness, muscle pain, sleep problems, diarrhea, cold flashes, uncontrollable leg movements,
I know.
serious
That's what I mean.
cravings.
And it sounds
Ah,
like hell. Sounds like hell. But there's a difference from people I know have gone through it. Um, I have never known anybody to die of an underdose, and that's why they will sacrifice that so they don't ever have those feelings. They'll get under methadone or Suboxone or
yeah.
whatever it is that they have available to them. Now I know that people are starting to utilize marijuana more to get off of drugs, which
Well,
is
that's good.
super cool. I mean, marijuana is a drug, but it's less.
So it's caffeine though, so I'm cool
Yeah,
with that. Alcohol's a drug, and they advertise it.
right.
Regular folks, it's the one drug that regular folks can sell,
Right.
right? You can't be
Well,
selling what do you call it? Quaaludes or any of that stuff or any of the prescription drugs, but you can sell.
right. Well, I'll tell you, I would say that alcohol has probably killed more people than
Yeah.
any other one around here. But then again, alcohol also has caused more births in this world than anything else as well.
Yeah, but
Yeah, there's no doubt in my mind. It's
well, but we
probably
have an overpopulation problem, so that you can't list that as a good thing.
well, I don't think we have an overpopulation problem. Actually, I
Oh
think
my
that
God,
now
8 million when we were at 4, they said we are in trouble.
I know, but right
Million's a
now,
little much, or 8
but
billion, 8
the
billion.
Illuminati has done us a favor and sent this virus out there, and we've already killed about a half a percent of the American world population. So I don't know.
Well, if the Illuminati was really trying to do population control, they should be fired because they haven't done a good job. It's gone up from 4 billion to 8 billion in my lifetime.
Yeah, but when we were kids, we had the average, when you were a child, well, let's just say your parent, your dad, they often had their grandparents, whatever. They had 12 kids to a family, 10
Yeah.
kids to a family, 8 kids to a family. How many kids did you have in your family?
We had 7, so
7. And then now you had 2, right? I was in a family of 4 and I had 2 as well. So,
when the 70s, they used to have a commercial come on, a PSA, warning us about overpopulation. The world will be doubling in population in 39 years. They had a jingle, the world will be a doubling, a doubling, a doubling. It was kind of saying, slow the hell down. We didn't get the message, and we've doubled, more than doubled.
well, the world size is actually grows too. It gets larger itself. Just mess with you there. I watched the show, man. I watched the show on YouTube. The
Well,
world was growing. It's
people,
flattening out. Huh?
people act like experts based on just something they heard like that. No,
Yeah.
they all pull the blood first and say, could we get some heroin users?
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
They
yeah.
might be a ritual I'm not aware of, but not in the 60s. That was not a thing. I'm sorry, it was not a thing of pulling your blood out. They did do the thing where they show and do a little drip. That was something they did. And kids thought that
You
part
get
was
the
cool.
air out, Yeah. Get
Yeah,
that.
but no blood, no sucking blood. But it's possible some did. But
Yeah. I don't know. I
Dennis
just,
Hopper avoided it. He did heroin, I think. John Lennon, famous heroin addict.
yeah. Well,
He got off on his own. He did withdrawal 3 days. He tied himself to a chair and had like 8 cartons of cigarettes or something.
I think the purpose of it, and somebody can tell me differently, but the purpose of it is to, when you mix it with the blood, it basically makes it so it's not a pure fucking shot of just doesn't kill you, going back into your
That's possible they're doing it now, but that wasn't ever talked about in the 60s. But John Lennon kicked heroin by, he claims, getting in a room, locking himself in, tying himself to a chair, and just was able to smoke cigarettes nonstop and would pee his pants. He claims that for 3 days, and he got off heroin.
Yeah, it could be not a bad way to do it. There you go. There's a lot of pain, a lot of happiness there. But
That's a bummer. He got into that. But he was a trouble guy when he was a kid, I think.
yeah. I don't know. And I love the Beatles. They're actually my favorite band of all time. So
Oh gosh, they're great.
I mean, I think that from they went through 40 years or 50 years of different genres. You know what I mean? So they just do you have a favorite Beatles song?
No, I have so many. I can't pick one.
Right.
I do like Let It Be a lot. I
That's
like
the same as me.
mostly
That's the same thing. Let it be.
I like mostly the Paul songs. That's just me.
I like the Ringo songs, baby.
Yeah, they're okay, but the Paul songs, I don't mind
only
the John
kidding,
song.
I'm not sure. Besides Yellow Submarine, I'm not sure what all Paul or Ringo sang.
I think he
You
did
know
a
which
little
one?
Help from My Friends.
He did that one.
Yeah,
That's a great song.
yeah.
That's actually one of my favorites. One of my favorites. Yeah.
George had a couple. He had Something and the Way She
And
Moves.
the
That was
way
pretty
she
good.
moved.
It was Paul and John though, or John and Paul.
Well,
I call him
everybody's
Paul and John. To me, it's Paul and John are the main guys. I'm a Paul guy. And most of my friends are John guys. 80% of the people I know are John over Paul, but I'm Paul over John all the way.
yeah, no,
They got things done because of Paul.
yeah, no, I get it. I think I'm probably more of a Paul fan, but
It's
Octopus's
fun to
Garden.
listen to him tell stories, man. He's got the best stories ever, and it's just fun to hear the tales of him and John getting together to work on songs, and they always got something done.
Yeah, John doesn't talk much anymore.
No, but even then he didn't talk much, and he'd try to be, philosophical. I don't know. Nothing against John, just not.
Yeah,
my
he was
favorite.
very philosophical. Yeah. And that's probably, why his songs are like the way they are. It was just cool.
Yeah.
I'm just sitting here watching the wheels go round and round. I really love to watch him roll. I love that. When he went on his own, he did very, very good as well. So, but So the songs that Ringo wrote: "Octopus's Garden,"
Oh, I like that.
"Don't Pass Me By," "Flying." Pardon me, folks. And let's see here.
He had fun songs, old Ringo.
Yeah, "Flying" and
Kid songs.
"La Paranos." Don't know what that is. Huh. Maggie May.
Maggie May
Maggie May. It says Maggie May. Yeah.
that he
Isn't that?
wrote.
Yeah, apparently.
I wonder if it's a different Maggie May.
Well, I think that we are about ready to. I wonder if we can. Dirty Maggie May. Yeah, no, that's definitely
Okay,
the
stop it. There you go.
first words are different. Dirty Maggie May.
I want to see if we get a strike for that or whatever.
Oh no, that
Copyright.
was
No,
the
YouTube's
background.
funny. YouTube hears music in the background, or if you even say the words from a song, they might nail you. Facebook's cool. They'll let you do cover songs and stuff. But yeah, we might get a YouTube mention. We've had a few clean shows recently.
No,
Kind of cool to see what they do. They don't kick you off. They just tell you
Yeah, yeah.
that you
No, but
can't
yeah,
make money out of it.
so he
that's
did
cool.
Maggie May, and he did, I guess, Back of Boogaloo. Yeah, he did a lot of.
Oh, I like that. He also did that. He did No No song. It was hilarious.
Rack My Brain. If You've Got
Yeah.
Trouble.
What else did he have?
If You've
Oh,
Got
she's
Trouble.
only 16. She's only 16.
The Other Side of Liverpool.
Have you ever heard that one? He had a song called She's Only 16, something like
No,
that.
no,
That's
but
a famous one.
yeah.
She was too young to fall in love, and I was too young to know. That was a pretty big song for Ringo.
Really, I don't think that's. I'm not even certain that I'm on the right one there because it said, it said it was
I'm
Ringo.
gonna go use the restroom.
Go ahead.
I like talking about Ringo. He's the fun
No,
Beatle.
Ringo's great.
He's the fun Beatle.
And he still looks really good, actually. Yeah. But you've got, apparently, according to this, Ringo, well, the 10 Ringo Starr songs that he wrote were Hey Don't, Boys, I Want to Be Your Man, Octopus's Garden, Good Night, and Act Naturally, What Goes On, A Little Help with My Friends. That's great. With a little help from my friends. I think, by the way, if anybody's watching this, because he's not anymore, if anybody's watching this, A Little Help with My Friends is something that I'd like to have played at my funeral, because it's a yeah, and I like everybody to sing
Funeral
along.
song. Which one was it?
A little help with a little help from my friends. I'd like it played at my funeral. I like everybody to sing along with it and be played twice so that everybody can get by with a little help with my friends.
So he wrote that and sang it, huh?
Yeah, and Yellow Submarine.
That's a classic. I love that.
Number one was apparently Yellow Submarine. Number two was Don't Pass Me By.
Oh, the
Number
Ringo,
three was
Ringo song. You know this song. It's You're 16, You're Beautiful, and You're Mine.
yeah. I know
I
the
was
song,
giving you
but
the wrong 16 song. Yeah. Came on like a dream, peaches and cream.
What
Lips
Goes
like
On,
strawberry
Act
wine.
Naturally.
Yeah, it's a good song. Oh,
Good
Alone,
Night.
which one was it? Alone Again, Naturally, did you say?
Act Naturally.
Oh, Act Naturally. Yeah, I remember Alone Again, Naturally. That was a cool song.
Oh, that's a great. That's not Beatles.
Gilbert and Sullivan, or Gilbert O'Sullivan.
Which, by the way, is one of the saddest songs that I know of. It is one of the saddest songs I know.
Oh, it is. It's terribly sad. It's a
All
great song.
alone, naturally. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember I cried when my father died. Yeah, that's a sad song. It's depressing, but it's a great song. So
Yeah. No, most definitely.
Oh, there's
But
another song from that era. I can't live if living is without you, and the guy really gets almost opera with it. It's wild.
I can't live living is without you. I don't know
Yeah.
who's saying that one.
Nilsson, Harry Nilsson, John Lennon's favorite guy, basically.
Yeah, there's a. I think you're alone naturally is one good one.
Well,
And then
yeah,
also
yeah, that's a great
the
song.
song that a couple songs I just hated as a kid. I didn't hate them. I loved them so much because they were so sad. But alone naturally, and what was the other one? It was
There've been some sad tunes.
one is the loneliest number. You know
Yeah, that's a great
that
song.
you'll ever do. Two can be as bad as one.
It's the
Two
loneliest.
can be as bad as one. Whatever
It's the
that rest
loneliest
said.
number since a number one.
Number one. So
Yeah, that's good.
yeah, that's a good song. Yeah, most
One
definitely.
is the lonely. Yeah, that's a good one. We get a
Yeah, no, I
barbershop.
think
We need a barbershop quartet in there, man.
that's what we need. Yeah, moo barber. You know what? Speaking
We
of
can do
barbers,
that song.
speaking of barbers, I went and had my I had a little pig shave done a couple days
Yeah,
ago. So
mine's pretty short around the ears. I like it. I'm feeling good. I just didn't want to. I just wanted to wear a hat today.
yeah, no. What do you use? You use a 2.5.
I don't
Now
know.
we're getting to that little girl thing. What do you use? Do you use a little moisturizer in your eyebrows?
I should actually. I should get back to moisturizer.
You put a little here and there.
Dolph Lundgren, when in the '80s, he used to put ice on his face and do that a lot because he was, he was a big star and he had to look good. And he gave away his beauty secrets in like muscle and fitness or something.
I believe it because he had a pretty prominent face.
He's still around. I like him. He's cool.
Yeah, and I think that I learned long ago one of the best things you can do if you want to look better for pictures and stuff. Honestly, is if you act like Thurston Howell III in your pictures,
Ah,
your chin goes forward, you like this, and you smile, and you're like, lovey.
yeah, it makes me look weird. I can't do it. I just
It kind of just it pulls that takes it pulls the third triple chin out.
yeah, it doesn't work for me. Makes me
Yeah.
look like the witch from the Wicked Witch, the
Let's see,
Wizard
do
of
it.
Oz. Yeah. Well, you
Do
got a
it.
better face for it. You got the right face for it. I don't have the
Yeah,
face.
fat face. So I have to pull it forward.
I end up looking like the witch from the Wizard of Oz, and we don't want that.
Yeah. See, I was made fun of for so many years with these little duck lips. I'm like, I'm not duck lipping. I don't duck lip.
Well, if you dress like Thurston Howell, then they'll expect it. So do
Yes,
that.
exactly.
Now, does he wear? He wears a hat too, doesn't he?
He,
Doesn't he
he
have a?
wears a round one, like it's like a kind of the
A
Mr. Peanut,
fancier.
Mr. Peanut hat, Mr. Peanut with the monocle type of thing, or the.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember what he wore because Gilligan wears a hat, and so does
I'm
Skipper.
trying to think what hat it is. It's like the wicker round hat, like he's going to the races. Like
Yeah, and he might have more than one straw hat or something. I don't know.
it's not, yeah, I'm not sure if it's straw, but whatever it is, yeah, it's like they have at the Kentucky Derby hats, for men.
It's kind of like the other guys are in the real Navy, and then he's in a fake Navy. It's
Yeah, I'm not sure if he was.
here he is. There it is.
Oh well, there's that hat. Yeah, but I wasn't
That's
thinking that
his
hat.
main one. That's the one I remember him in.
Really? Yeah, and I was thinking.
Oh, that one. He does that once.
He
in
does
a
that
while.
one, but I was thinking. I wasn't thinking the African one. I was thinking more of like one of those, like that kind of.
He has a lot of hats for a
He
3 hour
does. He has a lot of hats
tour.
for one trip. He's fucking got hats.
There he is. He's doing it.
That's the lovey. I love
Yeah,
it.
he's doing. He's doing your. I like it. You got to really play off this Howell thing.
Yes.
Yeah, you got to be Howell when we do the Gilligan Howell this summer.
Lovey. Yeah, I'll try to do that. I'll do the Thurston Howell the third.
He was great. That guy.
Lovey. Yes. Well,
Wasn't in it. He wasn't always in it. He was in it, and like Gilligan's always in it, but Howell would come in for a couple scenes and just steal the show. It was awesome.
Sure, and they all did. Even Miss Howell did too.
Yeah, they all had their moments.
Like I said, she's an interesting character. Just she didn't tell anybody at the time. As I told you before, I didn't know how old she was because she wouldn't let anybody know. It was a big, forever. It was like in Hollywood, they would not discuss her age. Is
Yeah, she didn't want it to be known that she was old as the hills.
yep, yep. And of course she's
Yeah,
pretty woman though. And
that's cool. She's a rich lady.
yeah,
Okay, we're at the 1 hour.
one
Red letter
after
day.
another, baby. Okay, well let's do this then. I'm gonna do some Rochambeau. By the way, what's the
All right.
score? Do you know what the score is right now?
I don't know. We could go back through the film. We'll hire an intern.
We only yeah, exactly. We only go through
Some
one at a
kid.
time.
Yeah, we'll get some kid to go through all of it. And
I think yesterday, after
Talent.
about 5 tries, you
Oh, yeah.
won. if
I was
correct.
on a roll for a while, but it's back to you right now. Okay, go. 1, 2, 3. Oh, I get it. Scissors.
You got it. There you
I
go.
used scissors this morning. Look at that. I got an injury. All
There
right.
you go. You're not supposed to use your fingers. You put the real ones, Brian.
I will see you later. I hope I
Later,
don't
all.
withdraw.
See you. Have a wonderful day.